What's up, everybody? David back here with Ball Guy Media, bringing you the Franchises podcast. Franchises focused on the Bears. Yes, the new coach, Zach Mans, has quite the decision to make. It's polarizing. It's the talk of the NFL. Besides the playoffs, it's what the hell are the Bears going to do at number one? And as I see it, you have three options. So we're going to go over them today before we get into what are the team needs. I think we need to determine what we're going to do with number one. So option number one is we keep it and we draft Williams. We draft a premier rookie QB. Some will say definitely better than Justin Fields. A generational talent, not to be passed up. So if we do go with that option, that opens up more options. Who do we trade Fields to? What can we get back? Now, the latest rumor I saw is that the Falcons would offer their first-round draft pick, which would give the Bears 3 first-round draft picks. So you could take your QB, you get your QB on a rookie salary, which really is what wins Super Bowls not year, but just in general, is having your QB on a rookie deal and getting to the playoffs by adding talent through free agency and of course draft picks. That is certainly an option. That is option number one. Option number two, we still keep it, but we also keep Fields. And you just take one of the best wide receiver prospects ever to come through in Marvin Harrison Jr., 6'4", fast as hell. Probably right there behind Williams at QB as generational. This draft is just loaded, and those two are at the top. And that gives Justin Fields plenty of ammunition, plenty of weapons to go out there with a new coach. And then you still have another first-round draft pick to possibly beef up that D-line or O-line. Of course, free agency as well. You have a lot of options there. And then you have number three, which I think is probably the unlikely scenario. You trade away that first overall pick, you keep Fields, and you look for a deal like you got with the Panthers. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure any GM could justify doing that deal because of what happened to the Panthers. But you could look at a deal like that, pick up another first and a player, or another first and some other picks, and then you really have a lot of draft capital to stockpile behind. So those are the three options right there. Keep, trade away, Fields. What do you get for Fields? Number two, keep Fields, keep the pick, draft Marvin Harrison. Or number three, keep Fields, trade away the pick, and really stockpile your draft capital. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Number 1, 2, or 3. Or is there another option I'm missing? I'm all ears. I'll be definitely on the lookout for what the rumors are, because we want to keep it realistic. So if something's out there and it's a pundit talking head saying something, it's how true can it be? But if it's out there in the internet, in the interwebs, we'll consider it. All right, so that is pretty much addressing the elephant in the room. Next, let's get into breaking down what this team needs, the salary, possibly what the scheme is going to be for the coaching staff and the playbooks that we're going to use. All right, let's talk about the Bears. First, we're going to get into introducing the head coach. Zach Mans takes over the Chicago Bears. He has the first pick and the 11th pick overall. He also has a second, a third, a fourth, and another fourth from Philly, a fifth, and a sixth. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 picks to work with, and I think he has a team on the come up. As we discussed earlier in this video, what do they do with number one? Keep it, draft Williams, trade away Fields, keep Fields, draft Marvin Harrison, Option 3, trade away, keep Fields, and look for another deal like they got from the Panthers and just keep stockpiling his picks. Right now, he's going to be running a Philly-style offense with the Atlanta defense. And let's look at his needs. Let's look at, well, their needs, their team needs. DJ Moore is the best wide receiver, best player, followed by Jalen Johnson. I think the defense is pretty much set, but, you know, of course, what do we do with Fields? Definitely need a better running back, in my opinion. Roschon Johnson, too slow. Foreman doesn't want to come back here. Then you have Khalil Herbert. I mean, not the best, but maybe we have to ride with him for now. Decent fullback. Of course, like I said, DJ Moore. You can have Darnell Mooney or Tyler Scott if you want to get rid of Mooney and go with the younger guy. He's not far off. St. Brown's gone. Bellis Jones is just a guy, maybe more of a special teams guy. Of course, Cole Kmet, not fast, but he has 99 catch and he catches everything. Mercedes Lewis is out of here. Robert Tunyon's probably not coming back, so maybe we can resign him for another year. Left tackle, I believe, is good. We can build him up. Braxton Jones. We can keep Cody Whitehair, but eventually we need to replace him, so he's on the question mark. Definitely need a center. Center's a big need here. Don't need to replace right guard. He's good. Of course, Darnell Wright is good, so you know, we just need two guys on the offensive line, which isn't bad. We're gonna be switching to a 3-4, I think. So we're gonna need some D tackles and D ends. Maybe we'll stay 4-3. I don't know. That's mainly to be seen from who we draft. But we have Montez Sweat, AJ Epinesa, question mark here. If we need to add a speed rusher for sure on the right end, and definitely need a D tackle, nose tackle. So our D line's a big need here. Probably gonna get Sanborn in here. Excuse me. Tyus Bowser is, you know, he can go. He's gonna be a backup. Plus we have Tremaine Edmonds here and Noah Sewell. Definitely, I think, could play a 3-4 with the type of linebackers we have. TJ Edwards, he's decent. I think our corners are good. We don't think we need to touch corner. Then you have Eddie Jackson. He needs to be replaced soon. And Jaquan Brisker, he's totally fine. We can build him up. He's only 24. Kicker and punter, they all need to be upgraded. As I said, our draft picks, if you want to take another look at them, oh, it's 10. Does it keep changing? I swear I wrote 11, but apparently we have the 10th. So we have two top 10 picks, 1 and 10. There you go. Next year we have 2 seconds, which is cool. So the Bears have some draft capital. Keep rolling here. I say expectations. Let's talk about expectations with the Bears. If we keep Fields in either one of those scenarios, especially option number 2 where we draft Marvin Harrison, we have to win. I'm expecting to win this year. If we do option 1 where we draft Williams, Caleb Williams, I give us 2 years. I think it's, you know, definitely playoff expectations year 1, but Super Bowl aspirations and expectations year 2. That's like, you know, the typical progression of if you draft a really good QB in 2 years, you expect to go to Super Bowl. I think I know it was year 3 for Jalen, but really he had his first full year 2, and year 3 they went to the Super Bowl. You look at um, the Eagles when they drafted Carson Wentz. Year 1, rookie year 2, Super Bowl run. Of course, unfortunately, Nick Foles had to win it, and I think that ruined Carson Wentz's career. But that was that's a different story. Joe Burrow, second year, went to the Super Bowl and lost. Patrick Mahomes, I believe it was his first year, and then his second year, he went to the Super Bowl, second full year of starting. So that's kind of the expectations that we have going forward. See what we can do in free agency. Keep building that defensive line. I think for the most part, we just need D-line and O-line help. Everything else is pretty good. And a running back. So definitely a center. We can probably replace left guard later in a future year, maybe next year. D tackles and D ends for 3-4 or even a 4-3. We need at least one, pretty much two. And yeah, so what are your expectations? I asked you earlier in this video what option you want me to do with the first round pick, what you think I should do, what you think the Bears will actually do, and then from that, what are your expectations for the Bears, depending on what other option? So they go to the Super Bowl in the first year, or can they go to it in the second year? So let me know in the comments, and yeah, we'll see you next time for another Franchises Focus. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.